Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my weekly vlog. Here's my driveway. Needs some work. I'm going to be working on that this summer, so maybe I will take you along when I do some work on that. And my next project, oh wait a minute here, got to fix my garage door thing. I left it so it was going to auto close, so I have to disable that. That's my little auto close mechanism. People were leaving my garage door open all winter long, and in the evening time somebody'd come home, open the door, and then leave it open all night long, and I wouldn't notice till the next day. So I've got an automatic garage door closer. After 10 minutes it automatically closes, and you probably can't see it, but let me take you through there. See, there's that little T shape there, and then there's a little birdhouse you can maybe see right underneath that birdhouse in that bush. You can notice that bush needs trimming. Well, I'm not going to trim it right now because there's a robin's nest in that bush. In fact, I've got 2 robin's nests in front in the tree too, kind of right where the house wrens were. I think the house wrens had at least 2 sets of babies this year, if not 3, and then after that in the tree. They don't go in bird boxes like the house wrens do. Robins always have a platform nest where they can see all around. They don't like an enclosed bird box. So if you think you're building bird boxes, probably better off to build a tray. But even sometimes that doesn't work. Even if you build a wooden tray, they're just going to nest where they want to nest. So here is my next project. I'll show you. I'm pretty much finished up with the last project, but it did not work right before. There's a little mechanism that springs out, and here I fixed it so that it works now. So we lift up on the edge of the table here, and then here's what happens. See there? The little arm comes out and catches the table side. Ooh, we got a dead spider there. We just smashed a spider. Oh well, I don't like to kill spiders. So my idea next is to probably cut out a rectangle. I'll probably cut these things out too. Just cut as close to a rectangle as I can. I'll probably leave this in place and just glue it tight, and then cut along here. So the rectangle will be from here to here, go all the way to these pieces here, and then I'll just cut this little lip off right here, and that way I can fit a rectangle piece of wood. And I've even got the wood. It's in my, see that wood there with the white paint on it? I'll probably sand the paint off because I don't want it to look white, look out of place, but I'll sand it off. And anyway, putting this back, you just do this. You lift up on the table thing, but you don't close it all the way. While you're lifting up on it, you take this and you put it back in like this. Then you close the table the rest of the way. And then this little piece is kind of locked in place, so you have to remember to do that. Otherwise, if the table's all the way shut, you can't fold it back because the little latch locks it. Nice old style used in probably all the way back to the 40s. I think this is probably from the 50s or early 60s. This one, this sewing machine. It's even got a little drawer there you can use. So my wife's just going to use it to put her modern day sewing machine on top of once I get that fixed. So let's see what is left to be done. Just some support pieces have to go back in place for my table. I'll show you the table in just a minute here, but anyway, these are the support pieces, and they actually go up underneath and hold at an angle. One holds to the tabletop, and then one holds to one of the support legs on the side, and it just keeps the table from racking back and forth is what it does. And what a lot of people just do is they'll just take an ordinary screw like this and then put in one of these holes, and it fits in there just fine. And it'll even kind of grip into the wood, you can see there too. But one problem with using a screw like that is it'll tend to pry the wood apart. You see that's got an angle to it there, kind of like a ramp. But what that'll tend to do, and you can even see it tried to do it before, I glued it back together and fixed it, it tried to split the wood open. Same thing with a screw like this. And by the way, these are not, that looks like a Phillips head, and it's kind of a Phillips head, but it's also, you notice the center part is kind of opening up a little bit. This is obviously not a Phillips head, this is a Torx head. See if I can get it to focus. Well, anyway, even out of focus you can see that it's a Torx head. But what you can do is you can actually take a square drive, and it actually will fit in there in the inner part. Let me see if I can show you here. Get that in there. This is how it works, see? The square drive actually fits in there. I'm trying to juggle and do this. That's that inner open part actually fits a square drive. So you can use a Phillips if you want, but it's nice. And these are the screws I'm actually going to use. And if you notice, they don't have a ramp. They're like flat on that side. And same thing, they've got Phillips but it's kind of open in the middle so that it can do a square. You kind of see it there, even as fuzzy as it is. So I can use this square drive that I've got and drive them this way. Using the square drive, it'll fit in there. I don't know. I can't hardly do this with just one hand. But anyway, trust me, yeah, this'll fit a square drive or a Phillips, and I'm going to use the square drive for this. And here's what it looks like when it goes in. It goes down like this, and it's flat, so it's not going to tend. It's going to tend to bump up against the flat part of the wood and just stay there, and not tend to wedge it open and split it. And it's still got plenty of thread to bite into the wood. So, got 4 of these. That's all I need. One here, one there, and the other thing, same thing. One there, one at the other end. So that is what I'm going to use, and that's the reason why I use those particular type of screws. I like either the Torx drive head. See if I can get that to focus. Maybe by using my hand, I can get it to focus. Show you a little bit better. There we go. Are you gonna focus? No, it's not gonna focus. There, kind of. Looks kind of like a star. Some people call it a star drive, but it's actually a Torx drive. So let's go out and take a look at the table, which is 90%. I've just got those 2 little pieces to put, and then some light sanding on the table legs because I didn't put any coating on them yet, but the whole top is done. And here we go. This is what it is supposed to look like. I had to wipe it off actually. It had rain spots all over it from raining last night, so just kind of gave it a quick wipe down with a rag. That's what it looks like. And as you notice, I didn't get the stain perfect. That piece right there looks a little bit off. That piece looks quite a bit off, but I'm still thinking after they weather a while, it's not going to really make any difference. By next year at this time, it'll pretty much all look the same. But I still have to sand the legs, give them at least one light sanding. I did partially there, but I need to give them one light sanding all the way around and just put some acrylic coating, urethane on them. And then where the supports will go is probably, let me go under the table and I'll show you here. Probably between here, on this one right here, and something like this. They'll probably span this area right here. That's where I'll put those. I'll put one here, and then over there, the same thing between that leg and up there. And that'll keep it from, like, you know, racking back and forth. You can actually move it a little bit back and forth this way, and that'll keep it from doing that. So yeah, just have to do a quick sand coating and I'll be done with that. That won't even be a single day to do it. But see, the support pieces under here that I made, didn't really do much of anything with them or color them because they're not going to really show unless you're underneath looking at it. So that's what I have done so far, and nothing much else to show you going on. Well, let's see how the mulberry tree is doing. It's been dropping mulberries on my one chair in my shady spot here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we got some mulberries getting pretty close to ready. Let's see if you can see them here. Can we see them here? Yeah, there we go. We can see a few of them. There they are. A lot of ones that are not quite ripe yet. If you don't mind stained fingers, they taste pretty good. There's some more of them right there. Let's look over here. There's one right here. Looks like it's all nice and ready to eat. Let me pick it. There's one all ready to eat, if I don't end up dropping it. So the birds are having a feast over this. Yeah, in fact, somewhere I just heard a bird in there. The robin's actually from the nest. The other robin's nest, there's 2 of them in this tree here. I think one is about there, and then one is a little bit farther up. So they were out this morning getting worms for the babies. At least the male robin was. I think the female robin's sitting on the nest mostly. And let's see. Usually I come out here and the chair's all full of mulberries. But for some reason they haven't fallen down in the chair this morning. Don't know why. So that's an update on basically everything going on that I can think of. I'll give you an update probably when I get started, next week when I get started on that sewing table and get the piece cut out for it and glue another piece in place and see how that's coming along. Oh, there's the robin right there. See if I can get a close-up of him. Let's zoom in if we can. Come on, zoom. There he is. That's the daddy robin that's getting some food for his babies. And there he is right up there. Oh, he just... No, that wasn't a poop. He just knocked down a mulberry, that's all. I don't think they eat the mulberries though. I think they eat the worms instead. But he's perched in the mulberry tree. He's looking at me. Probably can't see him. Yeah, you can see him there. See if I can get any closer. Nope, that's the maximum zoom. But anyway, he's sitting in there looking at us. Okay, let me take the zoom off here. Otherwise I'm going to turn around, you're going to see the center part of my nose filling up the whole frame. So anyway, that's it. Take care, everybody. I will probably talk to you in about a week or so.